Welcome to Bushcraft. This video documents the process of building a natural earth shelter and fireplace in the woods. The builder begins by using a pickaxe to break up the earth on a sloped bank near a stream. A string line is set up to mark the intended outline of the structure. Using the pickaxe along the string line, he refines the edges of the excavation. Next, he selects a suitable tree branch and pulls it down from the tree. He uses a knife to strip the bark from several collected logs. A saw is used to cut one of the larger logs to the required length. He digs holes along the front edge of the trench and places vertical logs into them. A long horizontal log is then placed across the tops of these vertical posts to form a support beam. He uses the saw to trim the horizontal log precisely where it meets the vertical posts. Natural cordage, possibly made from plant fibers, is used to lash the horizontal logs securely to the vertical supports. A large black tarp is unrolled and placed over the initial framework, providing a temporary roof and protection from the elements. The builder goes down to the nearby stream to collect wet mud, which will be used as a building material. He carries the mud back to the site and begins forming it into large, manageable balls. Another horizontal log is added to the structure, parallel to the first one, further defining the roof shape. The second horizontal log is also tied into place using natural cordage. The mud balls are then strategically placed around the base of the vertical posts to help stabilize them and fill gaps. Smaller branches are gathered and cut to a consistent length using the saw. A pile of these smaller branches is accumulated for use on the roof. The smaller branches are laid across the horizontal support beams, forming the main structure of the roof covering. Using flexible ivy vines, the builder ties the smaller roof branches to the horizontal beams. He uses a log to pound the vertical wall pieces firmly into the ground. The vertical wall is further secured by adding a horizontal log tied to the top. Small logs are cut with the saw, seemingly for another section of the wall. These smaller logs are placed vertically next to the first wall section, creating a continuous barrier. He uses a smaller log to tap these new vertical pieces into place. A horizontal log is tied across the top of the second wall section. Mud is used to fill the gaps between the vertical logs, creating a more solid and insulated wall. Ivy is used to reinforce the ties on the horizontal logs supporting the roof and walls. The builder returns to the stream to collect more mud, demonstrating the reliance on readily available natural resources. He forms more mud balls, preparing them for use in the structure. A small rectangular structure is built using mud and rocks, positioned near the entrance of the shelter. This mud and rock structure appears to be the base for a fireplace or chimney, designed to draw smoke out of the shelter. He smooths the mud on the fireplace base with his hands. More logs are added to the roof structure, increasing its density and strength. The logs on the roof are carefully arranged to create an overlapping pattern, which will help shed water. Mud and rocks are added to the top of the fireplace structure, building it upwards. He uses a small piece of wood to shape and smooth the mud on the fireplace. Using an axe, the builder prepares kindling by splitting small pieces of wood. He uses a knife to create fine wood shavings, which will serve as tinder to catch a spark easily. A ferro rod and striker are used to create sparks and ignite the tinder, starting a small fire. The small fire is placed inside the mud and rock fireplace structure. More small pieces of wood are added to the fire to build it up. Smoke is now clearly seen rising from the top of the completed mud and rock chimney. The builder is seen working on the roof from the outside, adding more material. He uses the pickaxe and shovel to move earth from the surrounding area onto the roof of the shelter. He spreads the earth evenly across the roof logs, providing insulation and a base for further covering. Thin branches are tied together with natural cordage to create panels for the entrance door. These tied branch panels are sized to fit the entrance opening. The builder attaches the tied branch panels to the entrance, forming a simple door. He secures the door panels by tying them to the horizontal bar with more cordage. A larger hinged door made of tied branches is then added to the entrance, providing a more functional closure. From inside the shelter, the builder works on securing the inner structure and door frame. He adjusts the hinged door from the inside, ensuring it opens and closes smoothly. The builder continues to add earth to the exterior of the shelter, covering the roof and sides. Fallen leaves are gathered and spread over the earth on the roof, adding another layer of insulation and camouflage. Dried grass and bracken are also added to the roof covering for extra insulation and blending with the environment. He uses the shovel in his hands to pat down and shape the earth and organic material on the roof. Vertical poles are placed at the sides of the entrance, and a horizontal bar is added for structural support and to serve as a door frame. Thin branches are woven vertically between the horizontal bars at the entrance to create a wattle-style door. Small vertical branches are placed in the earth in front of the shelter, forming a low barrier or decorative element. Sections of grass and turf are carefully placed around the entrance and sides of the shelter. Ferns are added to the front of the shelter, further enhancing the natural camouflage and integrating the structure into the woodland setting. More grass and turf are added to the sides and top edges of the shelter. The builder enters the completed earth shelter through the hinged door. Inside the shelter, the builder is seen sitting comfortably, observing the exterior from the entrance. The finished earth shelter is shown from various angles, highlighting its natural appearance and the smoke rising from the chimney. As night falls, the interior of the shelter is illuminated by the warm glow of the fire in the fireplace and flickering candles, creating a cozy atmosphere.